All right, so we're taking the top gainer strategy or top gainer method, top gainer strategy to another level. We'll keep improving on it. And tonight I'm going to show you a couple of things. So the first thing I want to show you tonight is how you can trade on the 1 minute chart. Yes, you can trade on the 1 minute chart. So the prerequisite for understanding this and running with it is to first understand how the TGS strategy works. And so we have a video and your sponsors must have trained you. So how do you take this to the next level? So I'm going to try look for a coin that I know is close to meeting the conditions. So let's go to BB. I know this because I had a quick session with someone earlier today. So just permit me. Okay, so this is BB. And based on the TGS methodology, you know that the conditions are right. There's been some significant pullback here. Hunting has been done. Hunting has been done up to this point. And we're at a point where I think market is ready to go up. All right. Now, here's the thing. We're on the 15-minute chart, which is the normal chart for the TGS strategy. But you know what? We want to add the 1 minute chart. Okay. So I'm going to click on one more here. So the first step for trading on the 1 minute chart is you have to be sure that the conditions are met on the 15-minute chart. Okay, don't just go jump into the 1 minute chart. So all conditions are met here on the 15-minute chart. In fact, it had been met a little earlier, but doesn't matter. We're here to jump in. So now if you look here, you can see more. There's a more button here. So this is the timeline. 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week. Click on more. When you click on more, you're going to see 1 minute right here. This is 1 minute. This is 1 month. Okay, so don't use 1 month. All right, capital M is 1 month. So you're interested in the lowercase m, right? So that's the 1 minute chart. So I've switched to the 1 minute chart. Now, here's what you need to know. Like I said earlier, this has been, let me go back to the 15-minute chart. So based on this, you can see over the last couple of minutes, over the last 1 hour, this condition has been met several times. Okay, in fact, from here. So when we go to the 1 minute chart, so you can see I don't have to click more anymore. I can see 1 minute here, lowercase m. So I'll just tap on it. Okay. Okay, it takes me down here. So now all I need to do is wait for this to touch the lower band and for KDJ to cross here. The same thing you do on the 15-minute chart. Okay, the same thing. So if we had joined this session a couple of minutes earlier, like 30 minutes earlier, all right, this could have been where we would be on the 1 minute chart. Meanwhile, on the 15-minute chart, the market was right. Okay, the market was right. So all you need to do, the moment it aligns here, KDJ aligns, BB aligns, and you've identified this coin as where you want to go into, you jump in and take your 1.5%. At times, you can take 1.5% 2 or 3 times within a short period of time. But you need to observe and ensure that the conditions are met. On the 15-minute chart first, and then you switch to the 1 minute chart. And when you switch to the 1 minute chart, you still wait for the same conditions to align. So on the 15-minute chart, typically, normally would have jumped in on the 15-minute chart already, placed our entry and go to sleep. But right here on the 1 minute chart, we see that we're on the high side. Okay. The first condition is that this should touch the middle line, which it has touched. So we're just waiting for KDJ. And while waiting for KDJ, it's likely going to touch the lower line. So we're watching this asset. The moment it touches the lower line and the asset goes up, we'll be ready to take the trade. That is what is required. Okay, that is what is required for TGS strategy on the 1 minute chart. And when we say the conditions of TGS strategies, they are clear. please let's go watch the videos again, right? The conditions for TGS strategy are: one, allow the price to touch either the middle line or the lower Bollinger Band. Now take note, when BTC is crashing, please allow it to touch the lower Bollinger Band, if possible once or twice before you enter. Okay, let it tap once, twice. So here's an example. BTC was going down, tap once, tap twice, tap 3 times, you're good to go. So on the 15-minute chart, sometimes you need to also do that if BTC is crashing before you go in. All right. So if you look at BTC and the price is dipping on the 15-minute chart for whatever asset you want to trade, sometimes you wait for it to tap once, tap twice, tap 3 times, and then you're good to go in. Now, when the conditions of the 15-minute charts, so that's the first condition, touch the lower Bollinger Band or the middle band, and let KDJ blue line or purple line cross above the other two lines. All right. So that's it. You can see right now, if you can see right now, the conditions are right. So somebody who has been watching this for the past 30 minutes would have taken their first 1.5%. Now, if you want to trade faster, just do a 1%. All right. You can just take a 1% or 1.1 in and out, in and out. You can do that 3-4 times. Okay. So as if we were predicting the market, we said, oh, this is overbought. This was in the overbought region. Let's wait. You can see it's coming down. All right. It has touched the lower band. And that lower band, the first condition is let price touch the lower band. And when we say price, this candlestick's dropping. That's touched the lower band. All right. Now we're just waiting for KDJ to cross. And so let's see what happens over the next few minutes. So you see, right now, KDJ is about to cross. And this is where you enter. Honestly, you're going to enter this trade right now. Okay? Since I got no volunteer, let's just walk through it theoretically. Okay? This understanding the concept is very important. And it's going to be super easy for you because you already know the TGS strategy. All right? Right now, as you can see right here, KDJ has crossed. Right? The purple line has crossed. All right? So this is the time to go into this trade. No need to think too much. Remember on the 15-minute chart, you had a signal that is going up. All right. Then you come to the 1-minute chart, just relax. Sometimes it's going to still go against you for a little bit. Remember the rule, the simple rule is every trade will go against you before it sells. So always relax when you see that. But the point I'm making here is on the 1-minute chart, you can take multiple 1.5% or 1%, 3-4 times. And if you take 1.1% 3 times, that is 3.3%. You can do that in literally a few hours. Okay? Just concentrating on one asset that has hit the mark. And if you keep watching this, what you might see, yeah, it could go up straight and hit the profit target, or it could dip down a little more. Okay? So let's watch and see exactly what happens. All right, so you can see price is going up. What is the exit strategy? So remember, you're on the 1-minute time frame. Okay, you're on the 1-minute time frame here. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame. That will determine our exit strategy. All right, so just yeah. You see, when the price keeps going up, you take the first 1.5, take the second 1. The first 1%, second 1%, the third one or so. Once the price hits the upper Bollinger Band, I'm done. I don't want to try again. Okay. Once the price hits the upper Bollinger Band, then I'm done. Okay. That's very important. So I'll repeat it because this is the very important part of the discussion. On the 15-minute time frame, you stop cycling. Now, so if I use the word cycling, we're doing one shot. Okay, one shot always. You enter after a pullback. Lower Bollinger Band and KDJ conditions all met. Now, you only repeat this as long as the price has not hit the upper Bollinger Band. When BTC is pumping, yes, it's going to exceed this upper Bollinger Band, but you know, it's good to just be careful. We don't want to be greedy. We just want to go in, take what we want and get out and repeat. Okay. And you can see that to the left. You can see once the price hit the upper Bollinger Band, it went down. When it hit the upper Bollinger Band, it went down. So generally, we don't want to be greedy in the market. So once the price hits the upper Bollinger Band, we stop repeating and going in again. Okay, so you're going to be flipping between the 1 minute chart. You're going to be switching between the 1 minute chart and the 15-minute chart. So let's go back to the 1 minute chart and see exactly what's happening. All right. So you can see this asset is going pretty up. And if you look at it from trading view end, yes, you can see you started here and you're definitely in some profits. And trust me, before you know what's happening, you go down, buy the margin calls, and it will hit its take profit. So your eyes will remain on the 1 minute chart until it sells, after which you will, go back to the 15-minute chart, confirm if the price has hit the upper Bollinger Band on the 15 minutes. If it has hit the upper Bollinger Band, just look for the next coin. Don't bother about that coin. Okay. Then if it hasn't hit upper Bollinger Band, you switch back to the 1 minute chart and observe. So if I go to the 15-minute chart, let's just imagine this one has sold now. I go back to the 15-minute chart, I realize, oh, it hasn't hit the upper Bollinger Band, so we're still in the game. All right. I would just switch back to the 1 minute chart again and continue to trade. All right. So remember this, and I'm emphasizing this. The exit strategy is not determined on the 1 minute chart. You keep entering on the 1 minute chart as long as on the 15-minute chart, price has not hit the upper Bollinger Band. When price hits upper Bollinger Band on the 15-minute chart, then you know that you're trading with that particular asset for the moment. It's done. And you look for the next asset that meets the TGS strategy on the 15-minute chart. Okay, so this is war on the 1 minute, and I want to make it simple, easily duplicatable, so that anybody can do it. Remember, it's the same strategy on the 1 minute chart and on the 15-minute chart. However, the first step, and I'm repeating this again, is to go to the 15-minute chart, make sure that both conditions are met. KDJ crossover from the bottom and Bollinger Band touching the middle line or the lower line. When BTC is crashing, just relax and wait for it to touch the lower line. Okay, that's on the 15 minutes. So you've confirmed that both conditions are met on the 15 minutes. Then entry is determined on the 1 minute chart. So you go to the 1 minute chart, wait for price to pull back and touch the lower Bollinger Band and KDJ to cross, and then you jump in and trade. That is war on the 1 minute. So remember, you divide your capital into 3 or 4, all right? You can use one part for war on the 1 minute. So if you have your capital in 4 places and you want to trade 2 or 3 parts out of those 4 every day at a time, while you leave one part for backup, what you're going to do is, out of those 2, you can take one signal and then do one TGS on your own on 15 minutes. But in fact, you can dedicate one to war on the 1 minute. So if you want to do war on the 1 minute chart, what you need to do is make sure you have time, because you need to, maybe you are eating dinner and your phone is with you, or you're watching a football game and your phone is with you. So because you have to monitor on the 1 minute. All right. But when you don't have much time, you can just do the normal TGS, enter on the 15-minute time frame, relax, and wait for results. So while you're waiting to take 1.5 on the 15-minute chart, and they say you have made good trade, on the 1 minute chart, somebody could take 1% 2-3 times within an hour or 2 hours or 3 and be done with the trading for the day. Is that awesome? So you can see the chart is moving fine, and it's just going to be a bit, and then you see your trade results would drop.